Hey guys, Zombie Brian here, and today I have a very special video for you. I will be doing a series of tutorials on Redstone. Uh, as I said, it will be a series, and this will not be the last episode. This is just going to be the absolute basic for you beginners who have no idea what Redstone is and how to use it. Uh, so let's begin. Redstone dust is obtained from redstone ore blocks. That's pretty straightforward. I'm pretty sure you guys can figure that one out. It can be placed by right-clicking, and it can be used as wiring. Now, wiring is very useful in Minecraft, and there's a few reasons why, but we'll get into that later. You can power redstone with redstone torches, buttons, levers, pressure plates, and pressure track things. All of which have different properties. When you press a button, it's a 1-second pulse. When you pull a lever, it's on until you unpull the lever. When you step on a pressure plate, it's on until you step off the pressure plate. Stone pressure plates are only activated by mobs and people. Wooden pressure plates are activated by mobs, people, and items. So, if I were to throw an item on this, if I can get there, it's activated. Now, a stone pressure plate wouldn't do that. And then, detector rails are activated only when a minecart passes over it. So, or sits on it like it is there. So that's how you power redstone. Fairly simple stuff there. And here's how a few sweet tricks you can do with some redstone stuff. Now, redstone can power blocks. So if you were, say, power this redstone with this torch, this block would become powered. If I were to slap torches on this, they would become in the off state until I remove this torch. So this block is unpowered right now, and now it's powered. If the block that redstone torches are attached to becomes powered, the redstone torches turn off. So that's how that works. This can be used for quite a few interesting things. I'm not really going to go over those in this video, but I'll go over some things you can do with redstone power in a second. Redstone current can also be passed through with repeaters. These can add or subtract delay. This is 1 tick delay, 2 ticks, 3 ticks, 4 ticks, and then 1 tick again. When you power a repeater, you can power it with a torch, any power going into it. Fairly simple. If you were to power a block with it, it powers the block, and that's fairly straightforward right there. Repeaters versus normal redstone powering through a block is different, though. Normal redstone powering a block versus a repeater, it's different signal strength. A repeater is a strong signal. It passes the current through, like that. A wire is not, and it doesn't pass the current through. So you can do some interesting stuff with that. Since this is a weak signal and this is a strong signal, so that's why that works. But both of them can still turn torches off. And this wire down here will not pick up current from these torches because it is not directly adjacent to the torch. Picture a torch as a full block, and anything touching it gets power if it's on. Right now it's off because it's powered, but it's not got power now. So redstone current can be transmitted vertically. Trick here, and only with torches, though. Fairly helpful trick. You can stack these on top of each other, and it'll help quite a bit. And you can stack them all the way up. Good to use for compacting your stuff. And then to make it go down, what you can do is you can't go down with torches. Alright. You can't make it go down with torches, but you can string it out. Now, torches are solid blocks. Picture them as solid blocks, and they power anything adjacent to it. Since this wire is below the torch, it's powered. And since this wire is on top of this block, it will power this torch off and power this wire here. So if I were to take a lever and flip that, this would be on, but now it's off. So this is a very simple inverter. I should mention how to invert power too. Say you want your output to be on when it's off, or off when it's on. This is your input, power it, put a torch on a block, and now it's unpowered. You can also do this, it's just a waste of redstone though. You have to make sure you're going straight into the block to power it off though. If you're going in like this, it will not power the block up. So you can do that and it will. Or you can put a repeater, but that pretty much accomplishes the same exact thing. So another quick thing is that redstone current only travels 15 blocks. So if we string this out a ways, it doesn't reach the end because it only travels 15 blocks. So this is the 15th one right here. If I were to remove this and place a repeater right there, it would extend the current. So that's how you make it go over 15 blocks, and it's a useful trick. Not really a trick, but yeah. So redstone can also be used to power a lot of things like doors. Works in it. Doors react immediately to any current that is put through them, and they're fairly helpful. Pistons as well, both types are can be powered by redstone, and that's really the only way to power them, like that. And if you were to take a block and power it with the repeaters, or even with wire works too, it would extend the pistons, but this one's bugged out for some reason, so I'm just going to break it. So wire works too on powering blocks to power pistons, so that's helpful. So we did those. Iron doors can only be powered with redstone when wooden doors can be punched. You can't do that with an iron door. The only way to power it is with redstone. So those are more secure than wooden doors, if you want to put it that way. Powered rails can be powered with redstone. They're also made with redstone. If you were to power it, it goes on for, I believe, 5 powered rails. And if you put a minecart on it and push it in a certain direction, it'll boost the minecart. So that's useful. And then trapdoors and dispensers can be powered by redstone. To place a trapdoor, you have to put a block and then attach the trapdoor to the block. And then you can just power this. Or power the actual trapdoor, not the block it's attached to. Because trapdoors are fairly awkward. So like that. Back to over here, ways you can pick up power. Anything directly adjacent to this block has power. If I were to put this down here and press this button, that would have power, because it's adjacent to the block. It's below it. This would also get power if I were to do that. Same thing with pressure plates and all that. So a good way to hide your circuits is to put a pressure plate down, go down 1 block below it, and you can just bury your current, or bury your wire, like that. Fairly helpful. Good way of concealing stuff. Same with levers, because it's powering this block here. And then you can also power off torches with these too. Basically. And I'm going to make it daytime for you guys. I'll be right back. Alright, so we're back. The last thing I'm going to cover is what blocks can and can't conduct redstone. Any solid block that you can put redstone on is good conductor of redstone current. Like sandstone, dirt, stone, all that stuff. Now glass, water, any non-solid cannot conduct redstone. So, because you can't even place redstone on it. So, if you can't place redstone on it, you cannot put a current through it. Like, you can't power this door like this and then expect to pick the current up over here. And that was weird. So if you can't place redstone on it, you can't power it. Rule of thumb there. So I guess that's it. This is just part 1 of the tutorial, but we'll move on to further more advanced topics in the next couple of videos. Shouldn't be getting that hard this quickly, but I'll show you guys a bunch of tips and a bunch of tricks on how to use redstone. So I'd like to thank you for watching. Please rate, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.